button, but I hit that button. Fuck it. I'd rather be on time. I want to see something here. I want to make sure I actually sent him the damn message. I did. Oh. God. What's today? The 18th. June the 18th. I got 12 more days until all hell breaks loose in one way or another. More on that coming up tomorrow. Huh. Put G. Jesus. Fucking Rom never wrote me back. God damn it. How you fucks doing? It is Friday afternoon. Happy Friday, positive Friday, according to the men's room. Well, they're live right now. It's going to take me a minute to find this damn email. Let me just search for it. I guess I won't read the whole fucking thing. Yes, it is early. We can prick it. Yeah, I like to try to do a few kind of earlier shows, more afternoon shows where people are on and it's not, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. if you're on the East Coast. And hell, who knows if I'll keep doing those anyways, because, I mean, the bar scene might actually end up opening again, assuming everything doesn't catch fucking fire. Damn it. Let me see if that brings it up. No, it doesn't. Okay, I type in Rob's name, and Rob's shit does not pop up. All right, I'll have to scroll back manually. Hello, how you doing? I'll wait for some more people to call in. I'll just keep shit talking. I'll keep shit talking for like the next 3 or 5 minutes or something like that. It's called a warm up. That's what we call this. Or at least that's what I call it. Bolo, you get that name from the Bruce Lee movie, by the way? I'm just curious, because that's the only place I remember it from. If beats up, I'm not sure what he means. Drinking beer, nice. I'm just drinking coffee. I got to drive later today. All the way back. Oh, damn it. Jerry, you look. I remember your name, but I can't remember exactly who you are. My apologies. Hear about Texas going ham on gun laws over here. I heard about the. I'm surprised that wasn't even a thing. Texas is supposed to be passing, what was it, constitutional carry, which means you don't need a permit to like actually, carry the goddamn equalizer in the goddamn, kinetic situation. I don't know. That's all I heard about Texas. I don't know. Maybe that's getting challenged or something. I'm not sure what he means. Fall, winter, there'll be more panic as. No, are we going through another war? Is that what they're planning now? This shit's supposed to be ending this month. At least that's what I was told. And by the way, there's a couple other things that are ending too soon enough that may or may not cause its own bit of unrest. I'm not going to get into that completely, but some of the shit that I was hearing in just a conversation I had last night, shit might get interesting. I mean, real interesting. Suppressors. Okay, I did not hear that. Still find that freaking hair. It's like one of the dumbest goddamn things you could actually enforce. But all suppressors really do, they don't make your gun silent like you hear in like the like 007 movies or GoldenEye games or anything like that. All they do, you still hear a damn gunshot, but it won't exactly blow your ears out. And tactically speaking, uh, you know, it just makes it so okay. If you take a shot at somebody, they know you took a shot at them, and they know what position you're in with a suppressor. They know someone's shooting at them, but they may not know exactly where you are at the time you're shooting at them. So that's really all it does. So plus it by definition adds to the barrel length of your pistol, the rifle, or shotgun. I don't know if you can use one of those in a shotgun or not. Adds a lot of extra weight, forward weight, and length. So this would go completely against the whole short-barreled rifle thing, the SBR thing. It also apparently is a bad thing. You can't have like a brace for it. It's all BS, man. It's all BS. Damn it! It's gonna take me a minute to fucking find this. I know it's in here. Again, let's see. Fourth and last. We're already going through that. Let me let you know what's going on here in Washington State. One of the states that, let's just say, drank the Kool-Aid pretty fucking hard here as a state. Though it shouldn't really be surprising to anybody. Oh, I can't find any of Rob's emails now. That's fucking up. No, right now we have like on the state freeways, the interstate highways, and all that stuff. Say, hey, let's end this. Like backs up. That's what we've got going on up here. Like on every damn sign when there's not, like a missing person or silver alert, or there's not construction like I had to fucking drive through the last 3 or 4 days, and probably for the next week and a half or so now, I'm going to be having to deal with. Like that's been the big push up here. It's like everybody get your jab, get your vax and all this shit, so we can put this behind us. And they're running those ads pretty hard online. They're running those ads on the radio. The men's room has been running those ads, or their personalities, real specifically. Oh shit! And as I speak, I'm getting a message from what was it, the alert thing for Seattle, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna sit me. They have a list of places where you can go get your free injection, so we can put this thing behind us. That's the big talk around here. Get this thing behind us. Where the fuck is these? Okay, here's one of them. I don't think this was it. God damn it! What's up, Dark? I'm not gonna ask what the hell happened last night because I can take a wild fucking guess. No, die alone. Okay, this is what he was talking about the other day. That's not the one I'm looking for. Jesus Christ. Okay, at least I know I can look back from here. What? Okay. But yeah, that's been the big push. So I don't know if there will be. I mean, I haven't really looked at the news all that much, really. But actually, we'll have to start looking, within the next few days or so. But I haven't heard all that much talk about the whole karate code thing, as Dark likes to put it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Pop is doing a good job of that. Yeah. How many of you guys are getting asked if you've gotten it? By the way, nobody here in at at the Broken Guitar Ranch, as I like to call this compound. Nobody here has made any they haven't said anything about that. Talk about it tangentially, or like how it actually kind of affects things as far as their day-to-day lives, but nobody really talks about it. We actually have like real fucking conversations. It's nice that I'm in a building that like I can actually fucking do that. Where is his fucking email? There it is. That's got to be it. This has got to be it. I'm getting a whole different subject, but fine. That's fine. There we go. Cool. I've got that pulled up. I didn't know you were in Massachusetts. Jesus. You know where that fucking came from? That came from us, getting around, like me and like everyone else, like when you post about this on Instagram or Twitter, or you talk about it here on the tube of views, you would get like this fact checker thing and would automatically be stuck to your post or your video or whatever. Like even if you spell, like the injection with X's instead of C's. Well, you're saying stop. Jesus Christ. It took me a second to figure out that was a regular listen to the channel, by the way. I'm not gonna say what the fuck happened. But yeah, that started with us. Like that, we would say the jab to get around that. And now, throw the men's room on his spots on the radio. He's using that. Like the rest of the media is using that. Like, yeah. It's the new hip and cool thing. And guess what? Every fucking dating profile out there is like, oh yeah, they got the fucking sticker says, hey, we fully got jabbed up, or vaxxed and waxed. Oh, that's fucking great. That is fantastic. Oh, hey, confident man will say, hey, you know what? Does the jab get you the girls? No, what Jerry did here, that gets you the girls. By the way, that's something you can do in fucking Texas. Like, I think it's been hog season there for what, the last 4 or 5 fucking years now? Because they're basically an invasive species. Hey, you know what? I tell you what, I know there's a problem, having wild boar and hogs and shit running around. They can be real fucking nasty. I'll totally get that. But you know what? Hey, if you're gonna have some sort of infestation you could turn into bacon. That's a pretty good infestation to have. I'm just saying. Yeah, they eat all your crops, but they'll turn it into bacon and pork chops. And glazed ham, the only problem is that you'll have to cook it, pretty thoroughly. Like the farm pigs or whatever, you don't get trichinosis from those. You don't get that kind of parasite from those. You get it from wild hogs. So those you actually do have to cook pretty thoroughly. Most young motherfuckers cook that shit thoroughly. Unlike your damn steaks, apparently everybody likes theirs, like You hold a candle to your steak from like 5 feet away for 30 seconds, and that's how you cook your damn steaks. Apparently, that's the fucking. Oh yeah. Talk about a hostage situation. I heard, like the Foo Fighters are holding a fucking concert. And you guys know me, I'm a diehard Foo Fighters fan. It's a band that got me into rock music as a whole. By the way, shout out to the Failsafe here. As a band, go look them up. Rob actually brought them up in this email that I've got queued up here. She never got back to me, by the way, but I don't think he's gonna mind. Rob says done it. Go check him out. Yeah, I was like, hey, do you want your freedoms back? Do you want to go back to the bar and be able to drink in public? Do you want to go to concerts? Would you like to get on the plane? Would you like to see your family and friends again? Well, if you get this nice little needle injection of the 5 flavors or whatever the fuck, you're okay to go. Apparently. Just saying. Right there with you, man. Oh yeah, but they're still gonna open up everything in about 12 days or so. 12 or 11 days, I forget. June 30th, mark that date down. I may be wrong. That's just what I keep hearing. I got a few other things to look up. Hopefully I'll have that done by tomorrow night. That'll be when the next show starts up. There we go. Well, I got what I need pulled up. Oh yeah, that's what I've been looking at. Oh, by the way, this is what I ordered just to get ahead of this. Again, you know what? If I go to a place, if I go to a grocery store, shout out to SARS Super Saver, at least the one that's down in Auburn. There's a specific post that they had back in 2020 when a certain article of clothing was made mandatory, but it was a medical exemption. They said it's not our business to ask what medical condition it is. You know what? You start asking about medical shit, and that's what this whole thing is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about medical shit. You know what? Start asking about their own medical fucking history. Hey, do you have herpes? When was your last outbreak? Do you have gonorrhea? Yes, I should do that in public. You know what? Start making them fucking uncomfortable from that shit. They're gonna start asking about this shit. Like, okay, you need to have proof of that. At least here, it's been more. Nobody's really asking for it. It's just been, kind of the honor code, quote unquote. But if they fucking start doing that shit, like I've heard the whole thing in Houston, like the fucking nurses are leaving because they're making that shit mandatory. You have to fucking show proof. Like that goes against HIPAA, but they're using the public to do that, not the public themselves, like the private institutions. They're making the populace do it, not like the government systems, because that would be illegal. But you can get people to do it. It's the same thing as a massacre. That technically was illegal and against the Constitution. I even found the fucking amendment. I think it was the 14th and the 4th, by the way, if I remember correctly. They'll get them to enforce that, but yeah, that just tells you what I do. Let's talk about the Foo Fighters. Like, yeah, they're holding a concert. Where they are or were or whatever, and it was supposed to be only for vaccinated people. I'm like, okay, Dave Grohl, all people, is going to be politicizing this bullshit. Are you fucking serious? And then I look, is like, well, he's only in New York, so I'm assuming that's more of a New York thing. We'll see going on. Refuses to balloon them. Heart pump, yeah. I'm seeing that. I've seen that. Yeah, there's a whole damn page I follow. Like people fucking die from this shit, man. Swear to God. Shalko send the tube of views. I'm gonna start saying that more. I like that. The tube of views. Are we at 8 billion people now? Oh shit. We were 7 billion like 6 months ago or something. Yeah. Your next show could be called Bacon Infestation. Again, you know, that's not the worst problem I have. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, the fucking they're running packs and all that shit, you know. I totally get it. But you know, the side effects, you know, you could take them out and I don't know, stuff your chest because meat's getting more expensive. But it's an infestation in your backyard, your property, and all that shit. So that's turning more and more into a good problem to have. I'm just saying. God damn it. I lost my place here. Where'd we go? Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. I was talking about the security guard last night. 20 years ago is a long fucking time. I lost my damn place here. So nearly raw steak isn't good. Let me tell you how I like my steak and Angelical Sin. Let me tell you real quick. Side tangent here. Mine, here's how I'll do it. There's 2 ways I'll do it. One is if I'm just being lazy like I am now, I actually was last night. I had steak last night. Very nice marinated New York strip, the superior cut because everyone else likes fucking ribeyes. I just happen to be partial to this. Nothing wrong with ribeyes, but since everybody fucking picks them, yeah, I'm going this one. I'll get my cast iron. Again, it's a superior way to cook your damn steaks unless you're using a grill or something. That's usually like charcoal. Traditional sear. Bam, real nice brown on one side, real nice brown on the other side. You've got a little bit of a layer of brown on each end. Inside is pink, about as reddish, about as close to red as pink as you can get. Okay. The other way, get your oven real hot. We're talking broiler hot. Put your steak in there again in the cast iron. Plenty of butter. Let it sit in there for a minute or 2. Flip it over. Put it on the burner. The hottest burner you got. Which it should be piping fucking hot. By the way, it should be said. It should be noted without having to note it that you probably should be using some sort of what do you call those things? Like a little handle cover or something, so you don't burn your fucking hands. Then you sear on each side. It's called a reverse sear. Again, goal is to get the meat cooked. You can tell because like the striations or whatever You could tell by the texture that it's cooked. But you want it as close to reddish pink as possible on the inside. Everyone else likes to have their fucking tables like. It's like the outside of it's like 100 degrees and then the inside's room temperature or some shit like that. All right. You don't want to flex on that shit. You go right the fuck ahead. Hey, we're actually starting to get to the damn subject matter. Jeez, yeah, no shit. Yep, 100%. Everybody go check out his channel, by the way. It's called How Dark I Do It. I should be in my own damn page so I could put in people's stuff. Right? Oh my god, that shit was brought up like a month or two back. It was brought up in the most clown world fucking way possible too. It was hilarious. Yeah. Magnetic. Somebody was going on about that. What was it? A 6-shooter or whoever the fuck it was? He was talking about the food being magnetic or something like their beef magnetic. I made this. It was sort of a half joke. I totally forgot to do that shit last night. Maybe I could do it now because I have the damn. I got like a 3-pack of New York strips last night along with some other things. Like the food magnet. I was like, and I have like a hammer it's magnetically attached to the metal vest that I wear. There we go. It's still dark like this when they'll pull you up. Oh. Second. You still have the stock URL too, which I need to figure out at some point. Yeah, I was going to use that. I was like, okay, let's see if this actually sticks to the magnets that are on my hammer, and I got fucking swatted for that. I guess they thought I was being mean or I was fucking with the guy or something. I don't know. God damn it. What the hell is an emergency TRO? Oh yeah, like I said earlier, yeah, they're talking about, like I think the whole thing in Houston, like nurses are quitting because they're making that shit mandatory. It's like, Jesus Christ. Yep, I've been hearing about a lot of that. Yeah, it's, trust me, you start following the right channels and like it's shit you can't unsee. I'm just gonna say that. What's up, Bria? Rajon, Ray John. Been a while since I seen you around. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Buddy, either in Canada or Washington State, I'm not sure which one. The LD After Dark. Yeah, there's a channel. There's his channel right there. We'll see if he's on tomorrow. And last night he asked for stream, he had to cut it short for reasons. Oh, let me pause this real quick. God damn it. Man. Cool. No worries, man. I do that because I want to, and I want to support the channel, man. I mean, you're the reason I have like a lot of I have a lot of the presence here that I do now. So like, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you stopping by. You know, let me tell you about Dark real quick, and that kind of segues into what I wanted to talk about. Almost a half an hour in, and now I'm actually getting to what the fuck I wanted to talk about. And there's a story that I wanted to tell. Like, I've been sitting on this. It's happened last Sunday or Monday or something like that. And it had been bugging me. Like, it's been bugging, like I haven't even wanted to talk about this. And something I've been noticing a lot more. But let's talk about Dark for a second. Like he'll just fucking like he'll just, hey, you know, like you wanna be a sort of like wants to talk about something, like he'll do it. Or like what I've been seeing lately, and I think I've talked about this before, it is starting to spread. It's not in a quote unquote manosphere thing, just that anymore. Now it's in the gun community, it's to the preparedness community, it's getting into everything. It really is. And there's a certain channel, I'm not going to name them. But they seem like they're a good. They seem like they're a pretty decent channel, whatever. I think they were interviewed on what was it, John Crump. Let me put him in. I'll put his channel in the chat too. God damn it! I just exited out of my own fucking thing. But I tuned in. I've listened to a couple of. I listened to a couple of his shows. And I tuned into one. I think I'm in the field. I've been driving around in Seattle or something like that, and like they start bashing CRS Firearms, so like Matt's channel. Like they start bashing him for some fucking reason. Oh, he has the custom URL. There you go. And listen, like, and it's the same fucking thing that I've been hearing from other people, like for different fucking reasons. Like he did this, and he doxed you, and gave out your address, and the feds are after him. Like, are you for fucking real? Like CRS out of all fucking people. So I put in the chat, it's like, you know, we kind of got bigger things to deal with here. Like, can y'all motherfuckers just be fucking friends? Can we just do that? And that went over about as well as you expected. You know, the host of the channel, he was fairly respectful in like the way that he, but didn't go over. But then Dark like text is like, don't fucking bother. They're doing fucking hit pieces of shit. It's like, I mean, but that's all right. Like, he's like the dude cares about the people that you know, he's friends with and interacts with and all that stuff. Like he's just there. He doesn't try to flex or do anything. This bullshit. And that's a good quality about the man. God damn it. That's what I was referring to earlier. I think that's what's happening in Houston. Yeah, because nurses aren't important, right? They only handle a lot of the grunt work in hospitals after all. Yeah, let's fuck with them. What could possibly go wrong? Here's John Trump's channel. He's good people. He was supposed to be sending me a hat too. For some reason I got sent back. I don't know why. Some post office snafu. If I do end up getting a hat, I'll wear that one. Whenever I get it, I'll wear that one. After I get it, I'll wear that for the show. Should be something with his logo on it. So it'll be a nice advertiser issue. I could do with the Fell Safe here. Again, cool rock band. Based out of Minneapolis. So we talked here previously, around this time actually. Oh God, what just happened like a month ago or something? I'll go through the whole incident again. And this is what really made me think of this and other events that, you know, they've been happening in my life personally with, you know, like some of the people, you know, I know and I'm talking to and seeing whatever. They're happening to friends of mine. It's happening online. Uh, you know, all this stuff. So let me take you back. So I've talked about the burger chain up here is called Dick's Drive-In, which is kind of a misnomer because you don't. I mean, I guess you do. You could drive in, or you could walk up, or whatever. But there's no fucking drive-through at any of these. Last I checked, maybe the one in Kent has one. I really don't have any inclination to go check. But it's mostly Seattle-based. You know what I mean? I thought like, okay, I kind of get the concept. You know, you stand in this long ass fucking line. You know, basically it's communist burger site. It's like it's a set menu. There's no changing anything, but they kind of run this shit like a machine thing. So it's like you place your order and you get it like right then and there because they're just making everything. It's a set menu, so it's like they basically run at a factory. And their best burgers, like they're deluxe. It's a whole whopping quarter pound of meat. Okay, yeah, that's real fucking impressive. At least with In and Out, you know, like you can get the 4x4, it's at least a half a pound, I think. Again, I mean, not the worst, but not the best. I mean, I sort of understand why it has a cult thing because Seattle is a city that excels in its mediocrity. Talked about this before. But I have an order, I think it was the one in Queen Anne. I'm pull over, like the lot's dark, it's empty again. Every damn lot is empty because for the most part, there's nowhere to go and nobody wants to go anywhere. I'm not sure what she's going on about here. You know, and I pull into this lot. Now I'm not paying attention to them because again, it's not exactly like there's anywhere to like fighting. We're fighting for space or anything, you know. And I think I may have been watching the chat. I was doing something. Like I had some time before this order to place. I can look inside the place. It's not a whole line or anything in there or anything. And I'm about to get out of the car. In full uniform, by the way. And there's this fucking guy standing there. Like with his fucking hands out, like. So I get out of the car, like, what the fuck's the problem? He's the security guard there. Blue line security, by the way. I hope these fuckers are listening. Most of them are okay. This fucking retard is not. God, I really want to go fucking find this guy. Really fucking do. And he's just going on like you can't fucking park. Like basically, it was parking space that I was sort of in, but it kind of my wheels were a little bit over like that kind of diagonal line section of like what do you call it, the handicaps parking spot, which was unattended, by the way. We're talking like at 10:30, 11 at night. Oh, like I look at the dude, I'm like, dude, there's no one here. But he's flexed his whole fucking position, like, you know, like you can't park here. I'm gonna call the cops. Was like, and I just kind of look at him, I'm just getting back. I'm like, yeah, I forgot I can't reason with you fucking humans out here. And like, guy mouths, I was like, I forgot you fuckers are Washington on the park. And I almost got the fuck out of the car. I was like, you want to say that to my face, you fucking cocksucker? I peacefully left. You know, against my own goddamn internal rage there. Oh, jeez, I'm getting worked up now. So what I'll say, I'm going to get back to this, Dark, because I have this and another thing that kind of ties into what I'm talking about. You're 100% right, man. And it's happening. This what you're seeing is this is a little bit more recent than what I've been seeing over the last few months, or maybe not. Maybe I missed something. Fast forward, you know, like I go back to this particular Dick's Drive-In a few more times, no incident. I'll go one time. I hadn't seen the guy since then. Hell, even then, I'm thinking like, I really want to fucking find this guy. You know, like get him to a spot where it's off fucking camera. You know, wear a clean set of shoes. You know, sanitize my hand or put on some latex gloves. Joe Dolly of Tactical Wisdom just put out a post about working and drawing a pistol or whatever with latex and nitrile gloves on, by the way. So go check him out, tacticalwisdom.com. Let me see if I can put that in the chat. So I need to start practicing. Shit, I might just do that anyways, by the way. So I thought about just casing this, something like seeing what his schedule was. You know? Obviously, I wouldn't want to park there, you know, with my plates visible. It's another reason I didn't fucking start, because my car is physically there. Like, I don't. SPD has politely asked me not to cause any trouble that they don't already have to deal with. And I tend to make good on that promise. It's one reason this guy isn't eating through a fucking straw right now. So I have my ways of making that happen without anybody knowing how I did it. I go into this place one day, and I'm hearing like I talk to the security guard for a minute. He seems like a cool guy. But like I'm in line, I'm waiting, getting this order placed. I'm hearing talk in the background. It sounded like it's a little bit hostile. Not hostile, but it's out of the norm. Like if you have any situational awareness, you notice these kinds of things. And then the manager, you know, like she comes and says, hey, you know, like, not gonna allow you to place this order because you've been trespassed from the store. She doesn't know why. Apparently it was something that she was told. Like, yo, like be specifically. Not allowed to come here anymore. You can take a wild fucking guess who the cause of that was. Again, over a fucking parking incident. A fucking parking incident. All right, fine. This is this to what I was telling you guys about. It was a few weeks ago. It was an order that wasn't really being paid what I wanted to be paid anyway. So, fuck it. I don't care. Plus, I don't like going in this place anyways. So fast forward to this week, or you know, this Sunday, Monday night, whatever it was. I get to this place and I've had no issues there. And this place always has a fucking line like around the block. And I'm watching a show, or watching the show like I'm on the chat, or I'm on Twitter, or I'm texting somebody, and whatever I'm doing. You know, this guy walks up and Surprise, surprise, it's the same fucking guy. He's like, you remember me? And I just kind of played dumb, like, no. The fuck are you? He was like, I'm the guy you had that incident. You know, like, you're not allowed to go to 80 fucking days rubbing. Like, not while I'm here. It's like, for real? And he said it about as arrogant as you could possibly fucking say it. And he's got his other security guard like on the other side of the car or whatever. He doesn't know that I've noticed him. Not like it was going to help him. Not like he was going to be any help if I decided to get any kind of kinetic. Which again, I even told him in his face, you know what? You're lucky you're on fucking camera right now. You're lucky you're on fucking camera. So I left, like, I'm already pissed, but then like that other kind of, it's not just rage at that point. Like it's something like I'm starting to get slow and methodical here. There's a reason there's different degrees of a murder in the legal system. Like, rage part, I guess it would be that in the second degree. Without a pass, you're not really thinking clearly, whatever. This would have been first, like, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. I'd have to have a completely different set of fucking clothes. Because the uniform we're now instantly identifiable. Like half the fucking city recognized me when I'm in, like when I'm out there. I get reminded about that just about every day. So I have to have something completely different. My whole head will still have to be covered up, obviously, but something different. Everything have to be sanitized. Like, you do not want to leave DNA for this kind of thing. Probably have to get a different car. I have to actually find the spare set of plates. A spare set of plates, and I will need current tabs. Shit, I need to figure out how to get those again. It's like, find this guy. Basically, I want to make sure this fucker ends up suffering for quite a while. And I don't want to say exactly what I want to do because I'm not sure exactly which method I want to go with. But I don't want this guy fucking silenced for quite a bit because he wants to make himself feel so fucking superior, feel fucking okay. Like, you got one because okay, you're in your little position of power here as fucking mall cop, basically. And this ain't no big guy. This is a little balding, like dude in maybe like his 40s or something. Like, I actually tower over this dude. But this is what makes him feel better. Maybe this is what gets him out of fucking bed. Okay, try to boss people around on fucking property you're tasked to be security at. You have no idea who you're fucking with. It's something I've told people, like, if you knew who you were fucking with, you'd be pissing your fucking pants right now. You need a goddamn change of underwear. there's shit that I've been part of that in my past that I can't even talk about. But I'm not exactly even proud of to say. Stuff that, that got out, let's just say neither side will be very happy with me. Something's coming across Telegram. Okay, cool. That's what story time is like. I wouldn't mind some cookies right now. I mean, the good part of this is that, you know what? Look, I don't like going to Dick's Drive-In anyways. Only reason I'll go to these because, like, actually, usually they pay pretty decently. And most of the staff, to their credit, most of the staff is pretty cool there. Most of the blue light security guys, they're pretty cool. It's just one fucking asshole. So one little motherfucker that I actually want to physically pick up, like one-handed. Yes, I can do that. Like, I want to pick him by his fucking neck and just hold his ass. Son of a bitch. It's shit like that sends me back to a very fucking dark place, a place I don't want to go. There's a reason why I keep going. Look, I went this whole last year, and then pretty much a lot of this year. What was it Dave Chappelle said? I think he said it best. Why is the Second Amendment there? And this is what Dark was talking about earlier. Talking about this infighting where we got bigger shit to fucking deal with. This is like that scene in what the fuck was the movie called? Somebody help me out in the chat because I've gone off into a different fucking thing. Dr. Manhattan sets off a bunch of reactors, he basically stops every fucking war and conflict or whatever because every country has united. Thank you, Misha. Appreciate you. She's coming over from, what was it, the channel Ask Nathaniel. I was watching him earlier today. Apparently I'm out there again. I don't know how, but I am. Yeah, like every fucking conflict is ended because like now they all have one common enemy. That's how it should be. But what did Dave Chappelle say? It was like, why is the Second Amendment there? It's in case the first one doesn't work out. Everybody knows what these two are. We say it in class all the time. Like, what's your first line of defense? It's your voice. And not that I don't use it anymore these days. I don't just automatically default to punching and kicking and smashing people's heads in and shooting them or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. It hasn't gotten to that just yet, although very well could be. My voice, as far as all these, like all these flexings and threats of us, like my dad could beat up your dad, or in my case, more than once. It's like, like if you do wrong by me, then I know people who they'll make they'll butcher you and make sure the body's hit and all this bullshit. Or like Dark is saying, like, okay, like, this person bad, we want to do things to them. And the way he signs that shit, usually you actually show, like, through like, so you don't have to get to the kinetic shit. You don't have to get to the physical fucking fighting. It's like, you make them understand that, okay, this is a bad idea. Maybe you're fucking with the wrong person. I used to be good at that. Maybe I'm not anymore. I don't know. I used to be able to get people to fucking stand or at least, you know, like, okay. Look, this shouldn't even be a fucking thing. This shouldn't be an issue. It's, look, I'm just here to do business. You know, I'm just here, you know, to be your friend. I'm just here to be your lover, you know, your lover, your potential SO or partner or whatever. Why does this shit need to be brought up? Like, I'm not even trying to be a fucking. I'm just here. I mean, I talked about Lizzie yesterday. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, man. It's like, do people really need to fucking do this shit? It's like if I go to a fucking place of business, you know, and somebody really needs to like do I'm just there to do fucking business. Do you really need to make your penis feel that much fucking bigger? You know, holds the fucking power over somebody else. Do you really need to throw shade at other fucking channels, you know, or call them names for reasons? You know, if like we're friends or places, do I really need to know that, you know, I don't know, you can outshoot me in fucking basketball. You've got 4 million other guns that you can shoot them better. You can kill somebody in different ways with fucking spoons. You can outfight me, you can outfuck whatever it is. Right? We really need to fucking hear that? You know, if I'm fucking dating you or something, presumably if I'm dating you, like hopefully you're actually comfortable enough, you know, for me to be there. Or for you to be there rather. But then I gotta hear about I gotta hear from your friends, your family, like I know people who will who go like if anything happens. Well then why are you here? Like if is that really that big of a fucking concern? And why are you here? Like, can we just be together without having to fuck around? I don't want to fucking do it. Look, I've told stories like I had to deal with, you know, like more than one crazy fucking person. I've had to hold a fucking weapons point. Like while in Seattle. I've got to deal with these fucking asshole security guards and shit, you know. I've got to deal with crazy fucking drivers, so you know, like sometimes you end up fucking following me, and I got to do evasive maneuvers. I got to deal with crazy people in general. You know, I have to deal with some people that are like online, you know, who end up trying to find my fucking location and shit and do all, you know, all kinds of shit. I mean, the First Amendment part of, you know, like just trying to develop, like I'm kind of shy from that, so I don't want to fucking deal with it anymore. It's like all these fucking threats and shit like that. Look, you know, if you want to put it this way, like I'm all just making it real, like because trying to talk this shit down clearly is not working. Kind of wish I was eating cookie dough ice cream right now. Sorry, I'll catch up with the comments. Hold up. And but it's hearing all this shit, you know. I don't want to have to deal with this shit in my personal life too. I don't even want to have to deal with this shit in my own life. Like, when I hear fucking threats of violence or, you know, all that shit, I'm being sent back to that very fucking dark place. Well, now I'm thinking, you know, okay, am I going to have to start fortifying my goddamn place, which is already fairly fortified to begin with? Like, am I going to start warning my neighbors, like, okay, some shit might happen here? Which they're already ready for shit to start happening here. I'm going to have to start carrying additional weapons, you know, on top of the ones that I already fucking carry. I mean, and for what? What the fuck is the purpose of all this bullshit? I don't want to be there. I just want to fucking enjoy my goddamn time and my goddamn peace. That's all I want. I'm still remember, like I had a visitor here the other week. It was a very fucking good time. In part, one of the reasons why I'm doing this, I mean, it's not just that incident or whatever. Because I'm seeing this all over the place. That's why I'm making this. That's why I'm making this video. It's like, at one point we're just sitting outside. I think we're ordering, what the fuck was it, Red Robin or something. Even one was like, literally, because I'm not talking, was like, just enjoying the song. I was like, peace is really underrated. As anybody who's gone to war, whether you were in the military, like you went to Iraq or Afghanistan or something, or you've dealt with like the urban version, grew up in Inglewood, family in Compton and South LA, like in gang territories, worked in Seattle. Oh, Seattle isn't all that bad. Okay, yeah, okay, sure. We forget last year, they burned shit down during a fucking rainstorm. And this next fucking conference apparently is going to be a lot worse. Guess who works there? Yay. It was that day, just hanging out, just in the lawn chairs. Sun's out. It's nice and quiet. There's no shooting going on in the background. It's peace. It's peaceful. I just want to enjoy that fucking time. That's all I want. I mean, because there's other times, and it's probably going to get worse from here. So I'm enjoying as much of it as I can get. 100%. I remember even then, like, what was it? Ended up having a fucking field home. Understandable. If you want to make sure, like your safety is. You have your friends check up on you and make sure everything's okay. So I think it did rather well on this, but okay, anything happens to her, like, we'll kill you, whatever. Getting understood, but I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to have to fucking deal with this shit. Not my personal life. Like some of the fucking friends, what I mean, like, they want to talk about how badass they are. Like, can I just be your fucking friend? I mean, because I start hearing this shit, like, okay, people may do this to you, whatever. Look, I'm already shot from just trying to, like, even trade that fucking banter back and forth. Like, I'm way past that at this point. You're making me think of things that I don't want to think about if I don't have to. And I shouldn't have to. Can we just be friends? Can we just be lovers? Like, gets back to, like how dark is, and how a lot of you guys are. There's Doubtfire. I'm not sure what he means. I'm tired of the shit. I'll tell you what. You know what? Put it this way. If you want to fucking threaten me, like, either it's yourself or someone else, like, if someone else is going to do this on your behalf, then have them fucking show up here. Have them show up here. And you better be fucking willing to kill me. That's the point that I'm at now. Because I don't have fucking time to. I don't have time to deal with this shit. Just get it fucking over with. You're talking to somebody who. Part of my training required me to actually fucking accept my death as. That's just something you kind of have to do that anyways. Nobody gets out of life alive. Just spoiler alert. But for real, like, you come with us, you might fucking die. You might die during fucking training. Already been at that point. So if you're going to fucking come at me with this kind of shit, then fucking pull the fucking trigger already. Because all this posturing bullshit, whether it's online, whether it's in person, just fucking do it, because I don't have the time to. I don't have the fucking patience to deal with it. And I don't want to have to fucking sit here and think about, different things that I may or may not have to do. Because I've already dealt with this shit. I've dealt with this shit enough in my life. I don't want to have to, and I'm probably going to have to do it again. Much as I don't want to, probably will. Especially in my fucking personal life. People that I actually want to interact with. I've got other comments here, but I don't want to get to this. Oh, jeez, and I might have lost it. Damn it. There it goes. You're right. We're trying to de-arm everyone. My man. We should bring back make dueling great again. You're right. So I reached out to Rob of robsays.net. That fucker never got back to me. Cookie dough ice cream, that was one of my favorites growing up. Still is. Close second be the Oreo one. I always like chocolate chip, and you add cookie dough into that shit, man. It's like game changer. How come anyone want to be doxed you? Hell, there was the example after this with that whole was the right wing MAGA people. Let's get our Trump train rolling. I ended up fighting with that old fucking group. They tried that shit. They ended up getting my Twitter account pulled. That was my second one, actually. Second or third, I'm not sure. Second. But yeah, before that, I mean, there's been other groups, but that group that held that occupied zone in Capitol Hill last year, they tried that shit too. No, that's a real thing I have to deal with again. It's like, I got to deal with this shit in other fucking areas. Why would I want to fucking deal with this shit with people I know and care about? But this guy has a newsletter out. And I asked him, well, I tried to reach out to him and say, hey, like you want, because I wanted to read the whole thing, but I never heard back from him. So he has a pretty good newsletter that he has out. This is part of it. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll just read part of it. He talks about a lot of people like saying what I've been saying here. Is like, you don't impress me with this. Like, you could do this better than me. You could do that better than me. Like, I can outdrive you. I can outfight you. Like, I know people who will hurt you for reasons. And he goes into some of the interactions that he's had. Dragon Ship's live, so I might just end this and then go watch him. You know, we need to make ourselves feel bigger than everyone else for reasons. There's some assured destruction. Again, for reasons. Like, is that really fucking no? Is that really needed? There we go. But he talks about, you know, other people. Like he's met, you know, like Bull Rush, you know, Jack Napier, the Red Evening Tonight on his channel. Pull that up too, since we're here talking about it. I'll be in the chat there later tonight. He's talking about these people he's met in real life or he wants to meet in real life. And, I mean, they're nothing like that, you know. They're all personalities in their own right. But they show up in person and like, you know, they're just people. They're just themselves. And that shit that's how it should be. I'll read just an excerpt out of this. He's talking about like the other people. I don't think I got mentioned in there because I don't know. Apparently I'm that forgettable. Thanks, Rob. None of these guys felt the need to give me their quote unquote origin story. None of them felt compelled to tell me about their quote unquote red pill journey. They just extended their hand in one way or another and offered me their friendship, which is all I ever really wanted. Maybe you want to help guys make some money while you're doing it. It's cool in my book. I hope that works out for you. I really do. You don't need to show me how quote unquote alpha you are. I'm sure you can outfight me, you can outdrive me, probably outshoot me, outlift me. That's another one. Forgot about that one. And some of you can probably outfuck me and I already have. Some of you can out earn me. There's another one. And probably have more money than I do too. It's all good. Hey, Wade. I'm sure that many of you can outcook me, and a great many can outdrink me as well. But don't underestimate me on that last one. You and me both. Get it? Older has taught me a lot about drinking. It surprise you, and God help you if you pass out before I do. Maybe you're able to quote roll a chapter and verse, but have you watched and have watched every video that's ever been created by guys talking about this, including some of my own videos? Well, let me ask you this. Can you just be my friend? Or is that asking for too much? Can you just be you without all the quote-unquote alpha bravado? Or is that who you really are? I met some pretty quote-unquote alpha, and none of them are the caricatures that are running around on the internet. At least not one single one of them I could genuinely call my friends. My friends can call me any time of the day or night, and I can talk them off the ledge if I can. I'm not Captain Saver, bro. I don't have a hero complex. You decide and off yourself is ultimately on you. I'm my best to talk you down if I can. Reach out to you if you reach out to me. Friends know that they need a place to crash for a bit. Crashing me in my house to put up my two cats as well as this their house too. But you're welcome here if you are my friend. And there's a lot more to that. I'll read this last part. What image are you projecting out into the world? What are you showing to me? Do you want to be the most alpha ever will alpha? Or do you want to be my friend? That's ultimately what I'm asking here. I don't think most of the people here, you know, are like that. I definitely am not that. I've talked about a lot of you know, the things that I've done and have been capable of doing. I did just that earlier in the stream. I mean, but at least I did it with a context. I wasn't saying it to say that I'm better than anybody, you know, or you know, that I need to fucking do this or it makes me a better person. Nothing like that. I mean, ultimately, you know, whether you're a friend, you know, you're a listener, whether we just know each other online, you know, whether you're friends, whether you're family. I've had family do this shit too. Yeah, I could do this better than you. Well, I just want to spend my time with you. Like, look, I got plenty of other fucking times where I need to be kept in badass or whatever. And I'm not looking to do that. You know, dude, I just want to enjoy, you know, you and your fucking company. You know, like you're a potential shooter or something. I don't need to hear about the 5 million different ways, you know, like Hogan's Heroes could come in, you know, like set this goddamn place on fire. Can I just enjoy you? Can you just be my fucking friend? Just be my goddamn partner. Just be, you know, a good member of the audience here. I mean, no, I mean, I even get, you know, like maybe there is some sort of inferiority complex. I don't know. Maybe you do feel the need to say some of the things you say or act the way you do. That fucking security guard I was talking about, clearly he has his own fucking issues. Wasn't even mean to the fucking guy. I certainly could have been. Could have caused a fucking issue, and I didn't. Even the guy that wanted to fucking attack me the other day, like, I had other people, you know, like, you know, we had this discussion out loud on the show. You like, you have more strength than them. You know what? Because there's no fucking need. If I don't need to get fucking physical, I don't. If I don't need to fucking threaten, I don't. I mean, that's talking real people. Maybe there is some fucking shit. Some of it maybe will warrant it. But especially like if you don't fucking have to, like the time for fucking war or like, you know, conflict, all this shit. We're already in it, but it's still fucking coming. There's gonna be plenty of time for that shit. In the meantime, can we just spend our fucking time together? Can we just do that without the looming threat of all fucking doom coming? I don't want that shit in my life any more than I have to. I've already fucking been through it. And again, talk to anybody who's been, you know, deployed out in a fucking, you know, war or conflict or something. They don't want to have to fucking deal with this shit. Okay, you know, Green Beret, your special forces people that can, you know, show up and do all kinds of things. You know, we have a fucking Green Beret in the class. At least we had. He since gone on. Last I checked, he went to. He transferred to the one of the Navy SEAL teams. I don't know which one. Me and him have sparred Me and him have sparred a few times. His fun got a fight actually. He physically I'm 6'2", and I weighed quite a bit back then. This guy he was taller and heavier than me. Quick too. Yeah, he's told me about some of the shit that he's done. That's shit that I can do. Okay. I don't have the ability to track anyone from space anymore, at least as far as you know. But he's done just that. He showed up at people who were talking a lot of shit online. It went a little bit too far. Showed up in his ghillie suit. Remember him telling me that story. It was hilarious. Actually, hey, I can pull that up. I'm surprised I didn't do this already. Mate, you know what the problem this guy has, though? His upcoming holiday, 4th of July. He's got a quote-unquote hide in his basement. Maybe literally. I don't know what kind of house he's in. Why? It should be obvious, but all the fireworks that starts going off. Dude has PTSD about this shit. Like, he cannot have that shit go off because it sends him back. It sends him back to being those kind of, those conflicts and shit, where real shit could fucking happen. Like, he does not want it. Like, he can't participate in the fucking celebration of this goddamn country because of the shit that he's been through. People that have had to deal with real shit like that, they don't want to go back. They don't want to deal with this. Already been there. And it ain't fun. It is not fucking fun. And that's where I'm being sick. Like, not just dealing with the shit that I have to deal with everyday life and, bad people in line or whatever. But now this shit's into my fucking personal life. Like, I don't want to deal with this shit. I'm worrying about fucking threats of violence from somebody that, people that, supposed to be, friends or, comfortable with, or even more than that. And for what? Maybe I've lost my fucking mind or marbles or whatever. But if you're cool enough to be with that guy different, why does that shit need to be brought up? Or just even the online shit. Y'all are supposed to be on the same fucking team. Why are we infighting? Why are we threatening each other? Why can't we just be fucking friends? Why can't we just get along? And I'm not the only one dealing with this. This is why I'm bringing this up. Pause video. A second. His story and others are in that article, which I think I did narrate too. But yeah, I'm not the only one dealing with this. That's why I'm doing this. Maybe this is you. Are you that person that you feel some need to flex on somebody? Somebody that you're cool with, somebody you're friends with, somebody that you may be a lover with, or something like that. Why? Can you just fucking enjoy their goddamn time? Time that you wanted to spend with them and presumably they wanted to spend with you. Are you guys on the same team? Then why are we fucking fighting? Why are we all boasting on each other? Why are we tearing each other down? All fucking get along. I mean, if you're that person that's happening to, well, fuck. Am I far off? Am I wrong? For me, if I choose to spend time with someone, look, got enough people that I want to fucking harm out there. For good and maybe not so good reason. This fucking security guards talk about, definitely one of them. That other asshole. Hell, I don't even have a problem with him. I know what car he's in, and I actually got a good facial what the guy looks like. I could track that fucker down too. I could take him down, and nobody would fucking know he's gone until he doesn't show up for the second or third day in a row. Then people start looking. I could do that. Because I would have good fucking reason to, because of the way this guy, that level asshole this fucking guy had. It was even worse than the fucking security guard. You know what? This guy showed up. I know what car he drives. I know a lot more about him than he thinks. You know what? The guy, in part because I chewed out the manager there. He apparently had a talk with him. You know what? The guy he just does his job now. Look, I just say, hey, you know what? Here's what I'm looking for. Thank you for ordering. You know, have a good night. I could be an asshole. There's no point, and I don't need to. This is a guy who was a real fucking dick to me. You know what? We're on cordial terms now. It's like, now there's no problem. I have no fucking problem. And that's the way I prefer it. I'll get to the comments in a minute, because I'm almost done. Give me a second. I've already got to deal with a lot of that kind of shit. I try to mitigate that as much as I can. I'm tired. I don't want that shit in my personal life. It's ultimately what this boils down to. You know what? I would hope none of you guys will want this shit in your personal life either. Especially around people that you actually want to be around. That's the one that kills me the most. Yeah, I can get whether it could be a safety thing, but, you know, at some point that shit just goes a little bit too fucking far. I don't know. If you're a fucking friend of mine, you know, and okay, maybe you're showing off something, you know what? And you know what? Show it off to me, bud. I'd be pretty fucking cool. Like, oh, that's fucking cool. You could do that. That's great. You know, we had that fucking meeting in Salt Lake City. Remember, it was a Sunday. It was right before we went to it. It was a La Fontaine. It was Rob's, hole in the wall Mexican places in the strip mall. I even made the comment. It was like, you know what? The only person that was there, like, if we had to get into some fucking fisticuffs with a group of bad people, you know, would be TJ, because TJ is the only one that was physically matched me. Like, you think maybe he may have like a half an inch or something on me. I'm not sure. Not in that way. I'm just saying, you know, like, height speaking. It's like, okay, he might, but I had no. Yeah, I made the point. I was like, you know what? But that's a good thing. You know, I kind of want people on my side like that. You know, he never maybe kind of like, okay, you know, I'm the bigger dude here. Do you think? Had no fucking had no fucking inkling or inclination to do. Part of that is just because he's TJ, but what? Bigger, better person, me, cool. You can do you have these abilities. That's great. How about I just, you know, these people that can do all these kinds of things. You know what? That's great. I see that as a good thing. Can we just enjoy our time together? That's all I want. Especially when I'm on vacation, especially during my fucking time off, you know, where I'm not on the clock. How about we just fucking enjoy our time together? That's all I want. Hopefully that's what you guys want too. Go for another 5 or 10 minutes here. Let me catch up with the chat. What was it? Wade showed up. Yeah, okay. Chelkus, I don't know if I know how to be a good audience member. Well, you're commenting. That's commenting and listening. Thank you for stopping by. Has anyone ever wondered how threesomes happen? I mean, is it like Utica and Hunter only, or you actually just follow them? Oh, God. But believe it or not, Angel, or whatever you want to call it here. It's an interesting name. I have tripped, fell, and fallen into one of those. Oh my god, do I even want to get into this fucking story? Okay, this happened at someone I know is a very prominent person. It was at their place, and it was his daughter and her friend. Me and her, we had our own little history, back and forth. I see you there, Juan. Thanks for joining. They wanted me to get the drinks, basically. I don't remember if they were. I think they were overage, but maybe that was the price of admission. I don't remember. I think we got Captain Morgan and something else. And so we get there. I'm mixing some of the drinks. I was learning how to mix at the point. And just turns into some sort of drinking game. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like you win this, we end up doing this sack, you lose it on this. And it was one of those one thing led to another where all three of us end up getting involved into it. It didn't end quite in, what the final act would be, but that was an interesting night for sure. Everyone's hair was messed up by the end of that, by the way. I know mine was. Oh, there's my article. I miss a godly hour to be alive, right? I told you I'd do more of these. When I get time. I've gotten requests to do shows, when East Coasters, for example, like they're winding down, having dinner, whatever. So here I am. We'll have a show tomorrow night, assuming I survive to get here. I might do something on Instagram tonight too. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, there you go. Power Trip and A-Hole is holding the crux. Oh yeah, I've cooled off a bit now. It's nice to get that damn story off my chest, honestly. I have been holding on to that because I didn't even want to fucking think about it. Like, again, it's like shit like that happens, and then I'm dealing with, like threats of violence from like people I'm fucking close with, and so I don't want to deal with this shit because I've already been down that road. I know how it potentially ends. Just saying. All right. I need to get myself out of here at some point. Anybody got any plans? We'll address what I've been seeing or hearing on the ground here at a specific date about 12 or 11 days from now. That'll be a subject for tomorrow night. But anybody else has any questions? You guys got any experiences with fucking threesomes or something like what's her name wants to put up here? Okay, it's a hard fucking left turn for sure. You're all serious about all this other bullshit that I really don't want to fucking be dealing with you, but I have to anyways. Why? Because of reasons. Hey, let's talk about threesomes now. You know what? That's the kind of shit I'd rather talk about. I don't want to come on and talk about this fucking, seriously. We got enough fucking channels to talk about a whole bunch of shit. Why don't we just sit here and fucking drink and just have a good fucking time? Let's talk about falling in threesomes and shit. That's a much more fun subject. Let's not talk about fucking power trip again. I know people that'll make you talk. Like, let's talk about mixing drinks. How about that? Can we talk about mixing drinks? That would be lovely. Just saying. Ask it for a friend. You know? Love to have that. Yeah. Nobody's got plans for Friday night, apparently. Or nobody wants to say, which is fine. Let's see. Some house cleaning. Prepping with Sarge. I forgot to throw him in the chat. I'll do that tomorrow. Sorry, Sarge. He's got some things going on. He usually does a show around this time, or at least I think it starts at like 4:30 or something. Pacific Standard Time. I'm sorry, Superior Standard Time. God damn it. Jack Napier be on live later tonight with Rob Says. I might do something on Instagram. You can find me at the goddamn bacon. Saturday, Darker Dart Like Dugan, or DLD after DLD after dark will probably do something if he doesn't have to can his show early, and then my show will be on after that. So you guys got people to look at. What's his name? Rogue might have something out there. Go to Rogue Preparedness. Go to Rogue Preparedness. All right. I declined the threesome the one and only time. Am I not alpha? Well, hell, apparently it wasn't a threesome you wanted to be a part of. I would say not. It's not something you want to do. It's not something you want to do. I'm just saying. And, for the record, just for me personally, if it's something I want to get into, like the lady that I'm talking to right now, like, I don't know, maybe she wants to bring someone to the bedroom or whatever. Like, by the way, usually the women, they don't want to bring some girl in the bedroom, unless that's what they're into. It's always like another guy. I was like, that's not what guys have in mind when they think research. Just saying. But I'm down to try, but I'd rather focus my attention on, one woman at a time. That's just me. Like, I'd rather just do that. Last I checked, women really like it when you can focus all their attention on them. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I was also offered a threesome for my first time. I turned it down. Seemed a bit overwhelming. Your first time, like, assume you're a lady here. We're talking about getting your cherry pop there, or it was literally your first time, or just the first time for your threesome? I'm doing the cryptomycete course at 9 p.m. Wait, what coast are you in? That's my big need in trying to learn. Oh yeah, there's those guys. Yeah, the Moon Gang guys. Okay. That's not a bad thing to get into. I heard that the market is real volatile right now. But it's a good thing to have a stream where you can learn things or whatever, but me personally, I like tuning into streams, like to like just to kind of have fun and listen. Maybe I'll have something nice to put in. A lot of times I'll just spend time like just trying to derail chats. Like, I think one of the best was this was oh god, this was fucking hilarious. Through the whole fucking channel, I think it was John Kirby. He was talking about, it was like, stress testing like some sort of firearm because somebody had an incident. Cherry popping. Okay, thanks for yeah, that's a bit intense for your first time. I could totally understand that. Missouri, okay, good to know. Oh, interesting. TJ events. They were over in Kansas City not too long ago. Not the best geographical wise, but they seem to like the people out there. Anyways, yeah, they're talking about stress testing something, and I think it was they said, what was the line? Do it until it breaks. And I had this whole fucking thing. I was like, this is what I do to past. This is what I do to past and future exes. Like what was it? What was I? What was the question? And it stopped the whole fucking show for like a good 30 seconds. It was a fucking grease. That's why I watch. That's what I do to shows, man. I'm sure there'll be one starting after this that I can go do that on. That'll be a lot of fun. I'll throw a whole lot of fucking some whole fucking line of whatever. Women getting rude for their husbands. Hey, did it just get darker here? Plans, I don't know what those are. Oh shit! Hang on, I almost accidentally swatted somebody. And I'm not gonna bring it up. Then we're at the end of the show, anyways. It was I won't bring it up. It was there's this graphic that I ended up seeing a while back, and I saved it. I'll post it on maybe I'll post it on Instagram or something. Y'all can find that. Maybe we'll do it later today. We'll see. It was a quote about how the Americans fight. It was from a German officer. There was one from a Soviet officer. It was Soviet back then. Then the American side was like, if we don't know what the fuck we're doing, the enemy certainly can't plan against us. So I totally get it. Yes. Hell, you know it. And some of the best times that I've had, we'll tell that story at some point. It was one of my birthdays, and still remember that day. Not my proudest moment at the time. We were getting chewed out by Hot Russian X for like not having a plan was, and it ended up being like one of the best fucking times that either of us had. She even admitted in the morning, was like, okay, that was a good time. It's like everything that happened that night, totally fucking unplanned. Brewery, concert, brother showed up, all kinds of shenanigans happened. It's fucking great. Yeah. Some of the best fucking times like you never saw coming. I might even have an article titled 5 years on my very own website. Look it up. Talked about a whole 5 years that I never saw coming. Crazy son of a bitch, you goddamn right. Oh. Yes. Life is good, and I want to keep it that way. Hopefully you guys do too. Did have a point to this stream, but hey, I like to do this just to interact with people, and that's why I interact with a lot of chat. Yeah, exactly. Do a lot of streams. Yeah, I'm in a lot of them. It's what I do for fun. All right, do this shit while driving, man. I can't wait to make my fucking business cards. Master multitasking is gonna be on there. Commander Chaos is another one that's gonna be on there. I'm dealing with some chaotic shit while dealing with chaotic shit. I don't even have to ask for a friend on that one. All right. It is Friday evening. I expect all you inglorious fornicators out there to have a good weekend. I certainly will do my best to do so. And I will see some of you assholes back here tomorrow night. Knows how early or late that it end up being. We'll see. It also is Father's Day weekend. Father's Day is this Sunday. So you guys have a father in your life, father or father figure. Don't forget those. Take the time to go at least, at least give them a call. Say hi, see how they're doing. If they earn that title, then give them that reward of of your time. Time is the only thing that we have here, so what you spend it on is very important. So you guys go ahead and do that. Otherwise, have a good fucking weekend. No problem, Wade. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm gonna find a stream. I'm gonna get dressed to find a stream to go harass. You guys are dismissed. Thank you for taking time to stop in. Until next time, stay dangerous, keep it tactical, and above all else, be chaos, my friends.